open source development funding. There's an article I've got here called Mythbusting. We Need a Developer Fund by Tom Zander, who's the Flowy developer, and he had written this article on read.cash, which I recommend everybody look it up. The link is on the slide, but I'm sure you can just Google Mythbusting, We Need a Developer Fund, Tom Zander, read.cash will probably come up. But essentially, the point he was making was back when the Bitcoin Cash community was having these debates about who funds developers, right? How do they get the money to work on the protocol? And we're seeing it recur as it always does. Like we talked about the bug bounties in Ethereum. How do you incentivize people to do security review and stuff like that? It's super boring. Even devs who love coding, there's always parts of it that people are like, God, give me a break. I don't have time for this. This is like grunt work, the just plugging together the Lego pieces. It's not really exciting or innovative. It's just necessary. And so he wrote this article about that. And I mean, even now you can see in BTC, they're having what's his name, Vladimir, or I think it was him, or maybe there was someone else. I don't know. Some of the Bitcoin core devs are kind of giving up or quitting or moving on, or however you want to put it, because they're sort of like, this is this thankless job under tons of pressure. Nobody's paying for me. I mean, Blockstream funded a bunch of them for a while, but like Peter Todd, he's out of there. Different people, the incentives dried up basically once the project got captured. And so now you've got in Bitcoin Cash, you had the resistance to the IFP. So eCash are on their own fork. And this kind of FUDs, sort of as it was at the time, was, well, we just don't have any devs. We're going to run out. It's going to be a disaster. And so he has this excellent article where he steps through that there's a lot of angles to this you need to consider. And one of the best points, I think, was about the fact that if you have a fund, and there are coins that have that, there's XCC obviously has a fund, Dash also have their funding operation and so on. As soon as you put that in, you create a central point, a honeypot, essentially, that people are going to fight over for the resources. And then not only do you have people trying to scramble in and get to that amount of money, but they also are incentivized to continue the flow of that money, right?